Hello all, this is Reverend Scorp, and this is Reverend Scorp's Perspective. Today I'm bringing you a story about the Obama administration and their personal use of the FBI. Now, the National Report News Agency posted a story about President Obama that basically obviously pissed him off, because within 2 hours of them posting this story about Obama's birth certificate, and it being a fake, they now have the proof. The FBI showed up on their doorstep. They took everybody outside, they shut the place down, and all kinds of good stuff. Hold on, I've got all kinds of good notes on this. So, the FBI detained all the employees, put them on the ground, cuffed them, and then ransacked all of the offices. Editor-in-Chief Nigel Covington said, "This is a gross violation of our civil rights and American citizens." So I didn't know that the government, when you posted something bad about them, could just sweep in. By the way, this was done without a warrant of any way, shape, or form. So the FBI just shows up, locks it down. They rolled into the chief editor's office, took all the files of the editor-in-chief, and this is all done under the guise of the Patriot Act. You know, this is really getting ridiculous with Obama. You know, it's one thing after another showing the level of corruption. You know, the same thing happened with George Bush, and the same thing's happening with Obama. They're pushing the levels of corruption as far as they can until they get caught. And then new laws are made, and they can't ever do it again. There is no way, shape, or form that Obama should be able to get away with this. It is inexcusable, and it is wrong. And it's, once again, violating our civil rights. But obviously, President Obama does not care about these such things. All he cares about is his job and his power and grip over the United States. Because within 2 hours, the story was posted at 12:30, and by 2:08, the FBI were knocking on that door, slamming it down. Oh, by the way, and they were in full combat gear. Why do you need to be in full combat gear to serve oh, wait a minute, they didn't serve a warrant at a news agency in the United States. So now we just attack citizens without warrants because they say something that's inappropriate towards Obama. You know, the funniest thing about this is if you look at CNN, ABC, WNBC, all the news agencies, this story lasted for about 30 minutes on Saturday. And then, oh, it's gone. I can't find it anywhere now. What does that tell you? They talk about power and corruption controlling our media, and there's no such thing as honor in broadcasting anymore. Here's more your proof. So the story, so that you know, was, let's see, put together by Joe Aparo, a cold case detective that has the evidence. Well, the FBI has it now, that his birth certificate was made with Adobe Illustrator. 7 layers. And the lead investigator, Mike Zullo, confirmed these findings in a 40-page report by Reed Hayes, a certified documents examiner from Hawaii. So we've got multiple people with cred saying this is real. But it's already gone from the news agencies. You're not going to hear about it. It's already disappeared. So, for your first, best, most critical news source, keep on coming back to Reverend Scorp, because what I like to do is try to find stories like this. It's my goal to try and open Americans' eyes. And not just to Obama, but to all the corruption that I see out there. You know, it's left, it's right, it doesn't matter if you're Republican, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat. our, I'd say justice system, but that's not what it is. Our good old boys network with whoever has the most money makes the rules, obviously is in charge. And at some point, American citizens are going to wake up and we're going to do something. Whether we do it with voting, whether the rash of violence, which you're seeing everywhere in the news, when they show it, when they report it correctly. By the way, little news tip, always only watch the first 24 hours of any news story. Beyond that, all the spinners get in there and the government gets in there and they start changing the facts. Newtown is a perfect example. There were multiple resources that day that said there were people in the woods, that the man was actually armed with a handgun, and the shotgun and assault rifle were actually in the car. But then that wasn't good enough because we couldn't have handguns slaughtering children, so they changed it into the AR-15, supposedly. This changed 3 to 4 days after because I remember seeing and reading the story. In fact, if you look hard enough, you can still find it. It's just if you can find it. Because, once again, our government covers up for everything. And then, everything's used as a political source. Have you seen any new gun laws enacted, by the way? The Congress, House of Representatives, any new gun laws? Anything to address the mental health issues? Anything else? No, you haven't. And you won't. Not under this administration. It's not going to happen. If it doesn't fall into Obama's specific plan, it ain't going to happen. Now, I voted for the man, and you know what? I'm embarrassed, but I'll admit it. Tell you what, I ain't probably going to vote for either one of the, for Republican or Democrat again. What I will do is probably start looking at the independents, which is what all of you should do. Because we need to find someone that is not part of this big government. Because it's destroying America. Look, 30, 40 years ago, we didn't have this kind of crap. But, actually, we did. It was called Watergate. The big difference now is with the social media and the technology the way it is, these lowlifes can't keep hiding from us. And the news will go out there, and people will find out the truth. So, please listen, subscribe, and share. And help me to get as much of the real news out there as I can. Thanks a lot. This has been Reverend Scorp. Y'all have a good one.